I need to tell you about the dread pirate Roberts. Let me explain. Cybercrime exploded from an isolated bacterium to a teeming infection starting in 2003 when the US military released a completely anonymous web browser called the Tor project. Tor was used to access the deep web, that part of the internet that can't be indexed by Google. This anonymous browser was designed for a good cause, so that American spies, military, and law enforcement could communicate securely over the web, behind a wall of encryption. But for every good outcome embodied in a piece of technology, there is always an equal, opposite, and evil outcome. I call this paradox the two faces of technology. So for example, Facebook lets you share pictures of your kids at school, which is good. But it also lets pedophiles track your child's movements using GPS coordinates attached to that same photo, which is the height of evil. In other words, every technology has two sides, two faces, good and evil. The law of two faces was exploited by the dread pirate Roberts. You may recognize that name from the movie The Princess Bride. You might remember that the dread pirate Roberts was the evil alter ego of Wesley, the charming, handsome farm boy, who was also the protagonist of The Princess Bride. The dread pirate Roberts was also the online avatar of Ross Ulbricht, who founded Silk Road. Silk Road was an online bazaar of illegal items buried in the darkest corners of the deep web. It was the place to go for drug trafficking, to hire an assassin, or to sell stolen identities. Silk Road was the Amazon.com of the dark web, and Ross Ulbricht was its Jeff Bezos, exploiting the goodness of encryption for darker causes. Your data and personal identity are at risk today because smart criminals following in the footsteps of Ulbricht created a free marketplace with evil intentions, a place to transact corporate espionage, cyber extortion, and identity theft while staying completely anonymous. Add to this fire swamp an untraceable currency called Bitcoin, and the deep web quickly transforms into the dark web. Your data is worth the fortune that it is worth to cybercriminals because of the dark web. From today forward, when you use technology and want to protect your data, remember this: for every Wesley, there is a dread pirate Roberts. Your smartphone is a massive productivity tool and a data tracking device. We can't reject technology, but we must be mindful of its dark face. Our greatest weakness, our biggest mistake, is assuming that the stolen data will always be someone else's. Because of our fear, we depersonalize it and we make it somebody else's problem. By now, you are probably thinking, John, just tell me how I can make sure my personal information doesn't find its way to the dark web. Okay, here's the secret. You can't. There is no way for you to prevent your social security number, driver's license, bank account numbers, or any other personal information from ending up on the dark web. So when the servers of a corporation like Facebook, Equifax, or Target get hacked, when a social security number or sensitive email gets stolen, the data is fenced on the dark web. But don't worry, there is something you can do. Your 1-minute mission today is to go back through the treasure trove archive of Sileo on security videos and watch the episodes on internet privacy, Facebook, and Wi-Fi safety to understand how to keep your private information as safe as possible. You can never keep companies from losing your data, but you can manage how much damage it causes afterwards. For Sileo on Security, I'm John Sileo.